Well, hello, chat. Today I have a special guest, AdamB.
Hello.
Do you have a special name? Do you have an internet name?
No, it is literally just AdamB. I used to, but we never talk about that anymore.
Fair enough.
And that name shall look. It was one of those 13-year-old names that you think is cool, and you look back later and you go, "Holy shit, I am an idiot, and I will never speak of this again."
Let me guess. It was like Sky Raven XO.
Oh, no, it was even worse. There are very few people who actually know what it is, and yeah, I'm not repeating it for my own sanity. No, I just go by AdamB now, just because of simplicity. I'm not. Before I say anything, I am not the AdamB that if you look up on YouTube has like 3 million subs. I am not that guy.
I would claim that. I'd be like, that's me.
So it's really funny because I went on Roblox one day because my little sister plays it, and there were like 10. So this guy does like prank videos or whatever, and there was like 10 people like, "Oh my god, it's AdamB," and he's like, "Oh my god, can I be in your video or whatever?" And I was just like, "Yeah." It's all these like 10-year-old kids, and I was like, "It's not me." Like, I'm literally only on here because my sister asked me to be, but okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
And shout out to King of Weebs, big ups. So guys, we have some weird video thing today. Short video. And I say short, it's 10 minutes long, which means that we're gonna be here for like at least an hour. So it's about a toddler by the name of That Guy Who Games. And you're probably wondering to yourself, well, what exactly does he game with? Well, we watched this video. I only watched a little bit of it, so I've only gotten into like a minute or two of this 10-minute video, but you've seen all of it.
I have seen about half of it. I haven't seen the other half, but you know it's bad when they have to put out a public apology in the comments.
Yep, and boy, is it a hefty one. We'll read it at the end, so that way we get both of the sides. Some people will say that our thing is one-sided, but they're gonna say that regardless. So.
Exactly.
But without that being the case, let's go ahead and laugh at some toddler problems.
Man, I love gaming on the go. From the handhelds to the consoles that won't get any real upgrade. But if only it could get worse. What if
the word is shit? You can swear.
Yeah, listen. He's afraid. He wants that monetization for his
1,000 for his 560 views.
He's not even probably monetized. He's lying. He's capping. This is
someone said, Sakura, oh dear, an apology. What did they do?
They
said wrong things on the internet.
Dude, I haven't seen that, but I heard that it's a good show. We're gonna see one day. I wish I could watch anime on stream. That'd be lit.
If I could game on the go and be the worst kind of gamer out there? With the success of the Nintendo Switch, of course there was gonna be competition.
Is that the TF2 background?
The Valve, it's the Valve music.
Valve music, right? Isn't that copyrighted?
Maybe?
I'm fairly sure that's copyrighted.
I also find it weird that he says that this is a competitor, but says that they're for different markets, like a little bit into this.
Yeah.
But why does he...
There was that Sony patent that went nowhere, and Valve decided, hey, we can actually make something. So this thing was announced not too long ago, and the fact that there are not only product images, but also pre-orders, it's just showing me that this thing is actually going to come to the market. The thing is, which market is it really for?
But didn't you say it was a competitor to the Switch?
Yeah.
If it's going to compete in a market, and it's a competitor to the Switch, according to him, that's the market that's for...
Maybe, and I'm just spitballing here. It's for the handheld market.
Listen, sounds a little bit too logical.
Handheld.
Too logical for me, bro.
Because while we do have the Nintendo Switch, let's be honest with ourselves, the market for the Switch is not the same as the market for the Steam Deck. While you can't slouch over in a grumbly voice and say it's for the gamer, you gotta remember that there are more types of gamers than there are flavors of ice cream.
That's gonna be a hard doubt for me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure there are way more flavors of ice cream, if I'm just gonna be petty about it.
I've seen what's funny is I've seen a Smurf ice cream once. in Spain once, and it was just like it was like rebranded bubblegum ice cream, but it was called Smurf ice cream.
Yeah.
So like, it's like yeah, Ben and Jerry's have more types of ice cream than this guy can probably think of.
Yeah, he's really stretching it for this one. Oh, you know what? We're not starting soon anymore. Sorry, chat. I'm also tired.
Someone in the chat said, "Who are you doing stream with?" Hi, my name's AdamB. I'm a guy on Twitter.
Yeah.
No one knows who I am, but like random people.
Wait a minute. It's in the title. I know I put it in the title. You're capping.
Yeah, it is.
For me, I'm an all-around gamer.
I'm an all-around gamer, but I really love my Switch.
I'm an all-around gamer, which is why everything around me is Nintendo-based.
Hey, listen. He might be biased, but at least he doesn't hate PC gaming, question mark?
No. He is an all-round gamer. That he has Mario Galaxy, Mario Odyssey, Mario 64, Super Mario 3D World, 3D Land, and what's the other ones? Sunshine. He's an all-round gamer, guys.
I know. He's played a bunch of different games.
I know. It's
You throw a hat in one, and then you use the little star thing in the other one.
Yep. It's totally different, guys. Totally different.
I play what I like, and that happens to be on every fucking console. Jesus Christ.
By the way, PC's not a console, but I'm not going to point that out.
Okay, so it's Nintendo, PC, Nintendo, Genesis, and whatever the fuck that is on the right.
Don't know what that is. Then there's a PS5 and a Xbox 360 here.
I'm sorry, I didn't even notice the PS5. It was like blending in on the background.
You know.
Well, I'm a big Nintendo nerd. I play a lot of games on the PC because, well, these games interest me. Idiot. What else? Why else would I play?
I like this attempt at trying to be funny, and also the dangling keys thing that I told you guys about. I don't like it. The dangling keys, it just... Fucking stop.
Why do all of these people that whenever they put out a bad take, every single one of them I ever see goes, I'm a PC gamer?
Because that shields them.
Not.
Every time that you say that you're a something, that's supposed to be their way of a shield. DSP does it. He'd be like, I used to be one of you. I used to be a PC gamer.
Oh god, I got sent what the PC that DSP technically has as a gaming PC by Stonesy, and it was, it was horrible.
Games on the PC. If they didn't interest me, why would I buy them? You're asking stupid questions. I'm probably the only person to walk into a bar with copies of Persona 5 and Clay Fighter on the N64. Scientists don't know how to describe me. So
was that supposed to be funny?
Where be the funny?
God.
If you haven't noticed, guys, this guy is clearly trying to emulate the Cad Icarus and dude, what is it, Peanut Butter Gamer sort of aesthetic, but he's just not funny.
He's really not.
It's just he's trying.
Listen, I'm not saying I'm funny.
Hard.
I'm not funny either, but I also
You're entertaining. There's a difference.
Well, I don't go out of my way to be like, guys, like it'd be pretty awkward if I walked into a bar like this, and I'm like,
I mean, to be fair, you do have one thing over him.
That I like liquor.
No, anime titties.
Oh, this is true.
Let's be honest.
I thought you were going to call out my alcoholism.
If VTubers have told us anything, if VTubers have taught us anything, anime titties, they earn some money.
Yeah. Listen, anime titties make the world go round. I will die on that fucking hill.
when I saw that this thing was being announced, you know, hard-earned I just don't see the appeal in it as much as a lot of other people do.
But it's the same as your Switch, though.
No, it's not the same. It's better.
True. Like, you play your games anywhere you want to go. He's like, oh, I love PC games. I don't want to play my PC games on the go, though.
No.
Why is that so, like... Every video that we've watched so far, it's always been, oh, I love PC gaming, but I don't feel like it's a good idea to have this Steam Deck with me to play PC games on. I want to play console games on the go.
Oh man, I was watching. Me and True did a live stream a while ago, and this guy was like, oh no, did I do it with? No, I didn't do it with True. I did it as my own stream. A guy was like, oh, I'd rather just take my PlayStation to a hotel, and I was like, but why? why when you have to bring the controller and the cables and everything. It's just, and the PS5 is like, he was holding his PS5 like it was a small thing. The PS5 is not small. I finally got my hands. I haven't got one, but I've got a neighbor who's got one. That thing's huge, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need a suitcase for that fucker. And he was like, "This is more portable than Steam Deck."
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
The Switch works in my opinion because it's console gaming on the go.
But the Steam Deck is PC gaming on.
It's the same. In fact, it's better. Like, yeah, it's bigger, but that's because it's way more powerful and has way more stuff in it. But it's still portable.
This hurts a lot.
something that we all dreamt about, and now it's here. I can play Super Mario Galaxy with controls in my car. With PC gaming though, it's a bit different. PC gaming is like really expensive food. It's there if you want it, but is it really gonna be miles better than a 4 for $4 at Wendy's?
Yes.
Did he just compare the PC versus console market to a gourmet food and Wendy's?
Yes.
Like, did he just? I'm sorry.
Did he just do that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it's more, and I think you'll find it's more like Wendy's versus KFC. Reason why is because the Steam Deck is only $50 more than the Switch. So I'm not exactly sure where you're getting this idea from. It's not that much more expensive. It's like the difference between a 6-nugget box and a 10-nugget box. It's like you get more for what you pay for.
Mm-hmm. But
and you get a lot more in this case.
No way, this like, even if his comparison and his analogy are just terrible, the answer is still yes. Yes, the PC is legions better than your console. Sorry,
exactly.
Don't make the rules.
And
some argues yes, others.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Someone in the chat says like, Drax, so sick of people saying that saying this. Yes, PC gaming is initially more expensive, but as you say, you save money over time. Yeah, exactly. It's basically, I'm really boring. I work in the financial sector now. I did a measurement of like how long it would take for a PS5 or an Xbox Series X to become more expensive. It took 2 years, or two and a half years, to become more expensive than a PC of similar spec.
That is.
I haven't done it for the Steam Deck yet. I haven't done a measurement for the Steam Deck yet, but I imagine just plugging in those numbers again wouldn't be that hard, and in fact it'd probably be even less time.
Oh yeah, probably.
Like,
but again, you know, console's good.
Say no. People who own an iMac said, well, it's a Steam to me. So why do people play games on PC to begin with?
Customization.
mods.
I can't.
Literally a million and one things, but apparently
like,
that
dude,
just escapes him.
And I'm gonna shout this out. The first video on this guy's channel, by the way, the first video he ever made was on a HD remake mod of Ocarina of Time. The first video he has is of emulation, and yet he's asking why people play on PC.
Listen, he really just obviously loves PC gaming, but kind of just Nintendo in general, though. I know it's getting very, very tangly here with the Nintoddlers, but again,
Speak for everybody, but for me, it's the controls. I like controlling my camera in-game with the mouse, and having the ability to fine-tune my graphics and frames per second is something I very much enjoy.
You can do that on the Steam Deck.
Yeah.
The Linus video, if you guys haven't watched the Linus Tech Tips video, because you sent it to me, and then I watched it, and I was like, this might be a typical Linus Tech Tips video, but he did like a really thorough investigation.
Yeah. He was given an hour and a half to do as much as he could with the Steam Deck. And he then followed it up with his live stream. I would suggest watching that as well, because he goes a bit more in depth. Because what you see in the video is basically just all the time he had at the event, but he goes more in depth in his podcast. But basically, what he found out was that the Steam Deck is basically somewhere between a 1050 and a 1050 Ti. in terms of gaming performance, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that means Doom Eternal 60 FPS, medium settings. It was like I had to look up what kind of games were running on a 1050 Ti. You can easily run Red Dead Redemption 2 at 60 FPS. You can run basically anything. CS:GO ran at 200 FPS. Like, if you just want to play like basic sort of games, like esports sort of games, the Steam Deck is amazing. And someone brought it up, like this, like the Steam Deck for MOBAs, like just on the go MOBAs would be amazing. Now, I don't play MOBAs myself. I'm not particularly a fan of them, but like, yeah, or Diablo or stuff like that.
Yeah, like kind of like click movement based games.
Because you've got the touchscreen, so you can actually use that as well as the trackpads. It's just like a really good piece of hardware, and it's better than I expected, actually. Plus, FSR is coming out, is open source, so
yeah, and especially with the price that you can get this thing for, like even if you get the 64 gigabyte for the $399, that's still really good. It's a better price than getting a laptop of maybe close to the same specs.
Yeah, I actually have a laptop from last year with an RX 560X, which is while it is slightly better than a 1050 Ti, and it is slightly better than the Steam Deck, that cost me £700 or about $900 a year ago.
Yeah, this thing is good. And listen, for his sake, I hope it flops. I hope it flops for all the Nintoddlers' sakes, because then they can finally rest easy knowing nothing will take their enjoyment of Mario away from them. But
yeah,
I don't have any hope for that.
Multiplayer online for PC doesn't cost anything extra. Just own the game in your library and make sure your friends have it too. Games are more likely to go
library
on sale, and if you purchase an indie game on PC, it's most likely to run better. Now let's take all of that and apply it to the Steam Deck. I don't think the same appeal is there.
What?
What? What? What do you mean?
Just holy shit!
All these things that are on PC are not going to be on this PC.
I feel like this needs a video. This needs a fucking video. Holy shit!
This hunk of electronics feels so awkward to look at, and imagine trying to play it.
You just use your hands.
Oh god. Okay, for reference, the biggest this thing is apparently about the same size as a Wii U, like the Wii U handheld, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you could use the Wii U handheld, you can run a Steam Deck.
Whoa, listen, that sounds pretty weird. I don't know if I want to have my Wii U that I love the most and I've not dusted off in 20 years. I don't have one. My friends have one.
I had one. I used it for Toad, Captain Toad Tracker or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And that was pretty that and Smash Bros. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
Valve is really bad.
Oh, go ahead.
Mario Kart. There we go. Mario Kart as well. The three games I cared about. That's it.
You know, and it had a lot of functionality, but they kind of just, I don't know, they kneecapped themselves really hard.
Bad at making controllers, like really bad. And this
Wait, what?
This is evident by the Steam controller. I wouldn't want my daughter going near this thing. It looks.
First of all, I don't think you're gonna mate with anyone.
Can we go back for a second? Because I didn't hear a word he just said.
Oh yeah, of course.
This feels so awkward to look at, and imagine trying to play it. Valve is really bad at making controllers, like really bad, and this is evident by the Steam controller. I wouldn't want my daughter going near this thing. It looks like it can spread leprosy.
All right, no. I'm sorry. The Steam controller flopped because not many games supported it. The controller actually, from people who used it, say it's very good.
Oh yeah, I used one. It is
like,
it is a little bit of a learning curve, but it is just.
Yeah. It's apparently one of the best controllers you can use for the PC because it is just like the versatility of it is very good. I never got one, and I kind of want one now, but they're really expensive on the UK eBay market. So I don't really have access to one, but I don't know what he's talking about. And as well as that, what do you mean by bad controllers? I've used a Valve Index. The controllers on that are sweet.
They are. They are really nice to the touch. I love it.
Have you tried a Valve Index?
I have one.
Oh, you have an index? Fuck.
I do.
I have an original Vive, so I didn't see the point of getting an index. I have considered getting the index controllers because they are interchangeable, but it means I'd have to change my sensors.
You don't have to.
The original. You don't have to
No,
change the sensors?
literally, the index, the Valve index, works with all of the HTC Vive stuff.
No. I mean, is my my external sensors are the Gen 1s, and
Yeah.
they don't support the.
They
I don't
work.
believe they support finger tracking.
No, I use it. It's just the controllers. The controllers, obviously.
Do you have the old flat sensors, or do you have the curved sensors?
Flat.
Okay. I might be getting control.
Yeah,
Might be getting Steam control.
I'll tell you. I'll tell you after the stream. It's great. I love it.
Yeah, sure.
So of course, when seeing this image, I just can't help but exclaim a good why and how. I even printed out a picture to show my family, and they all contracted a rash just by looking at it.
Look at that face. Look at that.
A face
Just-
only a mother could love.
And can we just emphasize like the background for a second? Like the level of like both effort and non-effort that I've ever seen.
This is it's just for comedy, bros. Get it? Because he's a Nintendo gamer.
Hey, maybe if I put up like he couldn't even get an official Majora's Mask like memorabilia. He had to make one out of paper mache. Like dude, they're like $20.
Listen, he could have went to like GameStop and got one of those.
That's what I mean. It's like you can get them for like $20-$30. I have a like 4-foot poster in a frame of The Legend of Zelda. It cost me £20.
By the way,
It
though,
costs next to
the
nothing.
last thing I will point out about his background is that he has the skeleton in here. I bet you whenever a girl might be remotely interested in him, he goes, ha, "Welcome to the Bone Zone," and then that's why he points to this. I can see that being the case.
The sort of guy that tells the girl, "I'm into the weird shit."
Like, I hope that you fart really loud, and then he brings you here.
Oh god.
Oh, my eyes are itchy! Oh, how does that work?
I feel like I'm back in 2015.
Like the old, like it's not even funny. Like these jokes died back in, as you say, like back in 2015. It's like 2012. Kadikarus was doing these jokes before you even existed.
I really want to get a laugh track just for when things are unfunny, like this guy.
If you do a video on this guy, please get a laugh track.
I'm gonna like take a screenshot of that part, and then I'm just gonna put the little laugh track there, and then we just move on. Nothing will ever happen.
Someone said he reminds me of a bad sitcom without a laugh track.
You know, this is like worse than the Big Bang Theory, which I hated because when I worked at GameStop, they played the clips over and over and over again, and so I just immediately started hating it.
That's fair.
But I also didn't I think I watched it when it first came out, and I was like, it's pretty okay. And then it just got really weird, and I was over it.
I love someone in the chat is like, I bet this guy's family thinks he's a disappointment. Dude, this is the sort of guy that says he is a professional YouTuber and only has 1.25k subs.
By the way, we're not bullying him. This is just our observation. This is our opinion.
Won't understand why Valve didn't take the route of the Wii U gamepad layout.
Because that's whatever.
While this thing is big and clunky, it feels good to play with in your hands.
It's the same size.
It's the same size.
It's the same size.
They literally put out pictures of it, and it's pretty. I think it's only like a couple millimeters wider than the Wii U gamepad.
Yeah, it's just
if I'm
negligible.
correct.
Yeah, it doesn't
Which
matter.
is like basically nothing.
Yeah, this is. We're only 2 minutes in, and
There's another 8 minutes of. Now you see why there's a public apology.
Holy shit.
Here, it looks like I'll accidentally be pressing the X button with my thumbs every time I move the stick to the right.
Bro, you have not held it. You've literally not held this.
I'm sorry. Have you held a controller before?
No.
In fact, 1 second.
Yeah, the Xbox controller is a good one. Whoops.
Give me a second. I am gonna quickly go get my Switch. Give me a second.
You know what? I have mine stuffed somewhere. I need to like actually play it. But any controller, you don't hit buttons because the thumbsticks are high up enough.
Right? The problem with handhelds is that they have to use flat joysticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Problem with that is means they're very close to the edge, right? These are using real full-size joysticks, which means they're a lot higher. It means that won't be an issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's oh.
By the way, this Mets Cola is delicious. If you ever go to your World Market, the Japanese Mets Cola is great. 0 calories, by the way. Hashtag not an ad.
So much space is being taken up by these touchpads. I'm guessing this is going to be for games that require a mouse, but did they do this on the Steam controller?
Yes, but they're a new generation.
Yes. Did it really work out too well? No.
That's a lie. It's just straight up a lie. In fact, they worked incredibly well according to the community. He bought them.
Mm-hmm.
The reason it flopped is just because of bad marketing.
Yeah, it really is, because it came with my little Steam link. I think I got it for like no more than $20. And yeah. I used the Steam controller, and I really liked it. It feels really good to your hand. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
So why would they do it again? Because they're fucking stupid! They're just...
Wowee. What's that one guy that they made a movie out of that no one liked? Fred? Is it that one? He's like, he talks the same way. I think it's like...
It's bad. That shit.
Yeah, that's who he reminds me of.
I can't, like, bear in mind, I can't do that voice because it's a voice changer and I'm not going that high. But yeah, that shit from like, okay, when was Fred around? Like...
Holy shit, that was like early day YouTube.
Like, Fred was back 13 years ago.
Yeah.
So we're currently in like 2008 sort of jokes.
Yep.
Congratulations, that guy who games. You are currently 13 years out of date.
We've done it. Everyone clap.
Just so many buttons on the back too, like all...
So many buttons? Don't press them.
It's like, oh my god, choice is bad.
and most of the games don't even really support those anyways. So
apparently, according to Linus and the people at Valve, by default, the top 2 buttons on the back are linked to the L3 and R3 buttons. So you don't have to press down on them, but you can change them.
I thought they were like when you pushed the thumbstick, or maybe that's what he thought that it was.
When you press the thumbsticks down, that's L3 and R3, but they are also mapped by default to those top 2. Just so that if you want to use the top 2, you can. Like I think that's the default on the Xbox Elite controller as well. But yeah, choice is bad, guys. Like options bad.
R4 and R5? I couldn't tell you what these are for. Are they programmable? Seeing this makes me wonder if every game is going to be mapped the right way to this controller, or is it going to be something that you have to set up for each game? This is where I see different markets coming into play. People who are used to PC gaming might not have no problem with this. Give it to a random Joe Schmo and see if they know how to map things to the B button.
What?
Basically what he's saying is that games aren't going to support... Dude, it just comes up as an Xbox controller.
No, that sounds silly, though.
It just, like, if you look on... Okay, I'm going to shout out Official Slick on Twitter. He has a video of him, plugging in a DualShock 5, and it literally, on Steam, just comes up as, would you like to set this as a generic gamepad? Yes. Oh, it now works with GTA 4. It's done. It's one button, and it happens as soon as you plug it in.
That sounds tough, okay?
While the Switch is underpowered and the company that sells it is being a brat lately, it just really is meant to be picked up and played.
So is the Steam Deck.
I have no doubt in my mind that the Steam Deck will 100% require a Steam account, and that...
Well, yeah, no shit.
No shit. The same way the Nintendo Switch needs a Nintendo account. Fuck me.
Oh, Jesus.
Is
this the research he said he didn't do? He should know better.
Of I'm sorry. It's called the Steam Deck, and it's made by Valve. In what sense did you not think it was gonna need a Steam account?
Listen, chat, I told you this before. Sometimes when I go through a video, I feel like it may be a troll video, but this one is dead serious.
No, this is actually, like, no one who's dead serious puts a fucking apology in the description.
Yep.
No one. If you are a troll, then you just leave it. You don't say anything. But you know he's dead serious because he had apologized. Which just, I'm sorry.
It's I know he's really hard on the senses.
Already puts off a bunch of people.
Sure this wasn't made by an AI. Well, he has the humor of a robot, so I mean.
Yeah, not too far out of the realm of possibility.
Because they might not have one. Also,
they might not have one. You have to have one to order it. First of all.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you need a Steam account to buy one. Like,
God damn it! Wait, so he really didn't research this then? Because
he really didn't. But he has a picture of it earlier of the reservation page.
Yep.
He knows that you need an account.
Listen,
to buy it.
He wasn't putting his best foot forward.
So let me ask you this.
Brain cell.
Yeah, like you said, even Wings of Redemption with his 62 IQ is going to have a better opinion. I found that it's. I'll get into a rant about that later. I'll save it for later.
Is how many people actually know what a Steam is?
Steam, one of the largest online retailers for PC games. No one knows what that is?
Okay, I was talking to someone literally last week about how big the Steam market is. There is as many Steam users as there are PlayStation, well, near enough the same as PlayStation users now.
Mm-hmm.
So to say that it's a little bit more because the Chinese market and like other Asian markets are a little bit bigger, but generally speaking, they're within about 3% of each other. So to say that Steam is unknown is that's pretty stupid.
Yeah,
like that's like saying Sony is unknown.
These small indie developers known as Microsoft and Sony studios, they really not doing a whole lot.
It's like, man, I have no idea who these people are. Like, who is Microsoft? Like, dude, isn't Nintendo like way smaller than even PlayStation? Like,
yeah.
And how many of those people are above the age of 14?
Wait, okay.
A lot of them.
How does a person go through life and not whatever?
Second off, there's no real way to pack in a title or anything, so they'll just have to buy a game at the
Do I even want to do this?
Can I just say,
Yes.
he just said you can't pack in a game. Didn't they pack in Half-Life Alyx with the Valve Index?
Yes.
So we've already done this before. And plus, even if it didn't, there's TF2, there's CS:GO, there's Rocket League, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of free-to-play games.
Uh-huh. Yep.
All of which are critically acclaimed. Hell, you can play League of Legends for free. Just.
Yep.
But.
You can play Smite for free.
Install Windows, or apparently SteamOS might be getting support for the Microsoft Store. So get yourself Xbox Game Pass for $1, and then play Halo.
Listen, this guy's not really thinking outside the box.
He's got Dota 2 on his screen, which is a free-to-play game.
Listen, you can't pack that in, though. Come on. You can only buy games. You have to buy video game. Even though there's free ones.
I can't tell if he's super casual or just a boomer. It's like, I can't tell.
I think he's just a casual. Because even boomers could figure this out. Like, my mom could figure this out. She's not really, like, all that hip to electronics, but I feel like she could figure this out.
I think if I gave it to my dad, he'd struggle at first, but I think he'd eventually get it.
Yep.
Like, oh my god.
Steam store, and that's not the easiest thing to roam around through.
What? It's not easy to roam around. There's tags. Just...
Okay. Necro, would you do the honors of opening Steam and looking at the search bar?
I might not want to do that. There's a lot of anime 2D games.
Okay. Would you open it on your other screen to make sure that you've searched it first?
Hang on, let me see if I can.
Before we suddenly get the ban hammer from YouTube.
Okay, I'm not even logged in, so hang on. Let me just open it in my phone.
There's a lot of dead or alive on this one, guys. There's a lot of Hooney Pop or whatever, whatever.
Listen, I haven't played the second one. It was gifted to me, and I kind of halfway refused to open it.
I was using that as a joke. I didn't even expect... Why didn't I expect you to have it?
Listen, I have a lot of things happening. Okay, so I have my Steam store open on my other computer.
Alright.
Now, on the left-hand side, you can look at your discovery queues, games that it will recommend to you, and new releases. And then it'll also give you categories like top sellers, new releases, upcoming, specials, virtual reality, and controller-friendly games. And then you can browse by genre, you know, your MMOs, racing, RPGs, things like that. You can choose the tags that you want to see, like VR, or you can choose something like horror games or something. And then it'll even show you your recently viewed.
Can I just say, he's saying like, oh, what's this controller going to be working with? Like, dude, there is literally a category on the front page of controller-friendly games. It's literally, you click that and go, hey, here are all the games that are going to work. Like, just off the bat.
But you see, that's tough. That's too fucking hard. We can't think. We can't use our thinking brain, okay? We have to make this as difficult as possible.
Thonking brain.
But, let's see.
You ever try to find a new game that you haven't heard of before in...
Yeah, it's right there in new releases.
In the Steam shop? Yeah, neither have I. It's really only the AAA titles half the time on the homepage.
Okay, that's bullshit.
What is this game right here?
Do
you see this
game?
It's right at the top.
Okay, first two games when I click new releases, right? Recommended for me, so this is using their own base IO basically. Final Fantasy, the new Final Fantasy collection. Other game popular this month, City of Gangsters, which is a looks like a top-down, very popular sort of city builder, right? I've never heard of this game, but it came up as a content that I might like. Oh, another one, The Ascent, which I know. Oh no, it's Alex just did a review of. Mm-hmm. Oh, these games I've never heard of are coming up on new releases. New releases that are recommended to you based on the games you already have. I've never seen another console I think like Sony are the only ones that do a recommended list. Like, what?
Listen, you're making too much sense for our good friend that knows games. He games. He knows and plays video games. He's a PC.
Can I just say something though? New releases. I've got one for you that's on here. Hentai Fandom Sim Fandom University.
I don't know how I feel about that. Listen, as I have played and enjoyed,
127 very positive reviews, and it's currently half off.
Oh man.
There's part of me that just wants to buy it for you.
Listen,
just as a joke.
I am completely backlogged with what people have given me so far, and I still have to get through those, including Dark Souls 3, and I'm never gonna get past that. I'm pretty bad at it.
Jen, I guess that's a selling point, but still, I've never found any of the games that I actually own on the homepage, aside from maybe GTA 5.
Did you think that maybe it filters it a little bit? Because you already own those games? So you might not want to see them on the front page?
Rui in the chat is like AdamB with the clutch recommendation.
You guys think I just sit around and play hentai games all day? It's literally only for like an hour.
You do only sit around all day with hentai games. Like, you've clearly admitted that.
Listen, I was driving yesterday and hentai was on my screen.
Look, when you get this Steam Deck, you better just be careful in public, dude.
No, Senran Kagura is going on here first, just by the way.
Oh man, I know for a fact I haven't actually finished Persona 4, but I know for a fact that as soon as I get a Steam Deck, Persona 4 is going on that thing.
It'll be the next handheld that you can play that game on.
I know. Like, well, who wanted a Vita? This is basically the Vita if the Vita was like 50 times more powerful and actually had support. Someone in the chat, dude, I love Power Wash Simulator.
It's very oddly enough, it's very chill. You just clean and that's it. It's very therapeutic.
So begs the question, if this thing comes out and it actually does super well, will it convince Nintendo to finally make a Switch that has more power to it?
No.
It should.
It should, but it won't.
It should, but it won't.
Yeah, it's
like
Nintendo is making bank off of people that really just want the OLED model. They don't have to keep making new thing. They could just keep selling it to you. And like I said before, if I were Nintendo and I could get like, I don't know, 20,000 people to buy my OLED model, I'd keep releasing something. Never upgrade it, just throw it out. There you go.
I mean, they already said that the difference between the original model and the new one in terms of price to build, like just the price of the parts, is $10. Now, I know, I've worked in the industry before, I know that $10 is not the only cost that goes into it. I get that. Getting the parts and distributing everything adds up. But assuming that they have the same profit margins, the most I can assume that they're adding to this is probably about $25. So you're paying for something. Like, they've already said that this console's being sold at a loss. Nintendo are the only company that sell their devices at a profit. The only company.
Yep. And in like the Steam Deck, they're kind of hoping that they make it up on like software a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I don't think is really that hard for them to do, because when people get that thing and they're like, oh man, I want to play new game on the go, then they do it. Incredible.
I mean, again, it's a 1050 Ti, which is, it's not the most powerful GPU in the world, but in the current market, like considering the most popular graphics card on Steam is the 1060, you're going down one division from that, and in a handheld. So you're going to be playing a lot of games.
Well, in the likely event that Nintendo looks out into the real world, chances are f***ing nope! We've seen the Switch OLED announcement.
Right.
Oh no. So talk about the OLED model.
And it sucked. Many people have been desperately holding out hope for a new Nintendo Switch that is more powerful and has focus on docked gameplay, seeing as the Switch Lite had a focus on handheld gameplay. Well, Nintendo looked at all that hype and said, F you! Here's a screen that's 0.8 inches bigger. Deal with it, asshole.
Wow,
While some of the
wow, why did he censor out everything else, but he didn't censor out asshole? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, that seems a bit weird. Like, he's visible confusion of like, why would you censor everything else out, but then not censor that one out?
This is going to be a juicy video. I can't wait to hop on this. It feels like it's made for it. And
to be fair, he is correct. The OLED model is bullshit in terms of just everything. It's just not worth the money. Even if you don't already have a Switch, just go out and get an original Switch. Yeah, the stand isn't very good, but you can fix that with like a case and like a $10 LAN adapter. It's the most pointless upgrade I've ever seen.
Yep.
The changes were honestly great. It didn't warrant a new model. People wanted new hardware that can help developers port their games better and make them look better too. I don't want to play The Witcher when it looks like a sad sack of breadcrumbs. With the Steam Deck, it's clear that it's gonna have more power. I mean, it's competing with the Switch, and it's
not competing with the Switch.
Was announced after everyone made a fuss about the OLED Switch. I mean, it turned heads. Everyone was talking about it. This thing is going to be able to play games that the Switch could never even run. That's another thing. With this thing now being out, it's going to do more than just play games that are on the PS5 and Xbox. It's going to go beyond that. Like porn games! The GTA...
Wait, why do you have to...
Here we go. He's talking about hentai.
It all circles back around to anime at some point, you know? I can never escape it. Maybe that's what my destiny is that I can never escape talking about anime at any point, so I might as well just cover AniTubers again.
We started with anime titties, we're ending with anime titties.
Pretty much. I feel like we're never gonna escape this.
Games, the Batman Arkham games, Dead Rising, Gary's Mod, Dead or Alive, all haven't been put onto the Switch yet, and they'll most likely be available day one on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, they
will. They're already on Steam.
To be able to play any GTA game on the go is kind of mind-blowing.
No, it's not. They had Grand Theft Auto on the PSP. They had Vice City Stories and Liberty City Stories?
Vice City and San Andreas are both on mobile. Like, you can play them on your iPhone. You've been able to since, like, the iPod Touch. Like,
yeah.
And plus, this isn't even the first PC handheld. You had the original GPD Win. You had the original, you had the 1X player. You've got the Aya Neo. These things have existed before and have done fairly well. The difference is those companies have all been startups and they need to sell for a profit. So they're really expensive pieces of hardware.
Like $1,000
here, exactly. Like I think the Win 3 is like $999 or something, for like its base model or something. And like the Aya Neo, even at its like base model, is like $700. So like the problem with those is that because they are all startups, they don't have the capital to be able to lose money on their devices. Valve, on the other hand, Big Dig Valve, can happily lose money on these and not give a fuck.
Yep.
Like Gabe Newell has so much more of our money that like it's unbelievable. Why do you think they have so many sales? They just don't care. Like, they have big dick money.
They really do, and I hope they keep that same energy.
I've been a believer that GTA 5 could come to the Switch, but with the Steam Deck, it might not have to. Not to mention, there are also...
No. Sorry, pause that. Right. The Nintendo Switch, the only way GTA 5 will ever run on that thing is if you do that cloud streaming thing, right?
With, like, they think they did that with like Resident Evil 7?
They did that with Resident Evil 7 and Control. This thing can run Control natively on its own, right? And at like 60 FPS, right? The problem with the Switch, did you know this? The Switch is less powerful than a GT 1030.
Yeah, I think you told me that the last time, yeah.
Yeah, a GT 1030. To put that into perspective, a GT 1030, right, on GTA 5, right? Let's have a quick look. Let's just go to 720p. Thank you, random person on YouTube.
I know YouTube's a fountain of information.
Oh, actually,
sometimes.
GT 1030. Okay, GTA 5 is really fucking easy to run.
Yeah,
90 FPS.
They've optimized that game so well.
I stand corrected. That game can run on the Switch. Damn, I didn't even. I am happily corrected, but like, damn, that game is like 1080p high. 1080p high is 60 FPS on a GT 1030. How? It's like, how? How? Jesus Christ! How optimized is that game?
Very, very optimized. You can run that thing on a fucking potato. It used to run on the 360, PS3, and those were like what, PowerPC architecture?
Yeah, I'm very happy that it runs very well, but I'm surprised. Like,
yeah, I know what you mean.
Genuinely surprised. Like, I've seen like TF2 and that run worse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Older titles on the Steam store, like Sonic Adventure. I mean, there's just going to be a lot of titles that are not going to be seen as released on the Switch. And if they are going to be released on the Switch after this thing comes out, then what's the selling point?
But
they're really not. They're not going to.
They're not going to. Like, I'll be corrected on GTA 5. That thing can run on a fucking potato. But like games like Jedi Fallen Order and Control, like those sort of games have to be run on like cloud gaming. I don't think Jedi Fallen Order is. I think the Control is definitely, but it can only run through cloud. That requires an internet connection, right? And requires good internet connections. It's not viable. And yeah, those games might come to the Switch, but like The Witcher 3, if you want decent games, they're going to be running at like 540p. And it's just, I think 720 is like, in a handheld, 540 is not the worst thing in the world, but when you scale that up, when you plug it into your TV, it's going to look pretty damn terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, a big thing about the Switch is that the portability is a selling point on getting these games. They may look like melting cheese that was left out in the sun, but hey, it's still a thing. You can play them on the go for probably the first time ever.
Okay, but you can do that with the Steam Deck. I'm not understanding. Yeah, well, apparently these are different, but they're not.
It's like, handheld. This handheld isn't portable, but how not? How isn't it? Like, just please explain to me how this Steam Deck is not portable.
Because
as a portable handheld.
Because he said so.
Once this thing releases, the Switch will no longer have that selling point, as now there's another console that can do that same thing. This was seen with...
Thank you, he finally said something correct.
I know, this took us about 6 minutes to get there, but we got it.
The Wii U. Now, the lack of third-party support came from the fact that both the Xbox One and the PS4 were not only easier to develop for...
I just say, dude, focus your camera.
I like his sound effects. I will give him the sound effects, and how he has this this thing specifically is really good.
Yeah, but like, dude, you clearly have a nice camera with, I'm guessing, manual focus, because if it's a DSLR, it's probably a nice camera. Dude, check your focus before you record, because holy shit, you are like the blurriest motherfucker right now.
Yeah.
You're as blurry as the Switch.
Holy shit.
But did better sales-wise. Now, the Switch, on the other hand, is doing fine on its own. I mean, the sales are just, they're fine. But that's not to say that when third-party games do come to the Switch that they look great. In fact, they look like a bag of potato chips that was crumbled up and crushed and was left out for 3 weeks before you ate it. But
wait.
Oh, wait
a minute.
No, that editing.
Yeah.
You see the corner?
I did. Hang on. God damn it.
Okay. Editing.
I have to see this yet again. So this whole background isn't even real. Look at it. It's the green screen. He's green screening me.
Oh my god, it's a green screen. That's why he's so out of focus.
Dude, he's...
Oh my god, it's a green... Why?
Bag of potato chips that was crumbled up and crushed and was left out for 3 weeks.
There, look at right here in his hair. God
damn
it.
Why are you in a green screen? Like, we clearly know that you're in the same room because you showed it at the beginning.
God.
Actually, go back to the beginning for a second. I want to see if he's actually in the green screen at the beginning. We just didn't know. So we're at 6:33 right now, but I just want to see if like he's
the thing.
Like, look at his hair. Let's see if he's a... No, he's green screened there as well.
Yeah. Yeah,
he 6:33.
God bless.
Why would you green screen...
Fake being in a room? I don't know. Maybe he just took a picture and he was like, you know what? I don't know what my room's gonna look like. I'm just gonna green screen it. Like, he'll just...
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea.
Chips that was crumbled up and crushed and was left out for 3 weeks before you ate it. But who's to say that won't be the case for the Steam Deck? Putting a lot of power into a small device like this is not easy. So
it kind of is, though.
But maybe when you do play GTA 5 on this thing, it looks like it would run on the PS2.
No, we've already established that it's like the fucking anything can run. Like, I found out you can run anything can run the GTA 5. If the GT 1030, which is more powerful than Switch, can play GTA 5, the Steam Deck easily can play GTA 5 at like high refresh rate as well.
Pick up Sour Grape. I don't like the music. Sounds like I'm in a Persona 4 dungeon. Yeah, the music is very jarring, and
Yeah, I feel like he just went on generic and copyright-free music. Select
EDM.
all and copy.
We did it, guys.
Or the PS1. Or the Vectrex. My point is that the Steam Deck is most likely going to face the same issues as the Switch.
No, it won't. It literally will not.
You've already seen, like, okay, granted, this video came out before the Linus Tech Tips video did, but even when this came out, they were already showing via IGN that they were playing Jedi Fallen Order. They showed video of it.
Yeah.
But you can't say, like, granted, we didn't have actual FPS numbers, but you could see that it was running smoothly.
Yeah. And that's the problem with a lot of this. Again, I just, the toddlers, can you not say stupid shit for like 5 minutes? 5 minutes.
But I do believe it will be more powerful.
It's going to be more powerful, but we don't know if it's going to run those games well.
No. Did he just say, I think the Nintendo Switch will be able to run GTA 5, but I don't believe the Steam Deck will be able to run GTA 5. But I think the Steam Deck's more powerful than the Switch. Okay,
here
where's
you go.
the logic in
Or the
any of that?
PS1. Or the Vectrex. My point is that the Steam Deck is most likely going to face the same issues as the Switch, but I do believe it will be more powerful.
It won't run into the same issues because it is more powerful.
It's like, and plus, how can you say that the Switch can run GTA 5 and then say that the Steam Deck, which is, as your own admission, more powerful, cannot play GTA 5?
Listen, we forgot how to logic in this video.
Drax in the chat, the Switch is using an outdated chip that is about to be discontinued. The Steam Deck, on the other hand, yeah. So the original Switch, all the Switches are using the NECRO XIII chip, which was low powered in 2013 when it came out. So it came out before the Switch did. And in fact, I got told by another engineer that it's not even a Tegra X1 chip. It is a Tegra X1 with 2 of its cores disabled for thermal reasons. So in fact, it's worse than the original Tegra X1 chip. Because people were questioning why the Switch runs worse than the original NVIDIA Shield, which used the same chip. But I mean Shield TV, by the way. Because that could run 1080p. And then people found out it was because 2 of the cores had been disabled. To save on thermals. So it's not even a full Tegra X1 chip.
Yep. And can I fix the Steam Deck? I mean, they don't recommend it, but it's just like a PC.
Yeah.
You can undo it.
If they didn't want you to be able to work on it, they wouldn't have used Phillips head screws. Whenever a company doesn't want you working on their system, usually they'll use security Torx screws. But if you look at the Steam Deck, it's using basic Phillips head. So it's, yes, you can, but you will lose your warranty. Like,
yeah, and that's why you see like on iPhones iPhones and kind of depending on what Mac you get, they use like special shaped tools.
Yeah,
that's why.
So generally, you'll either see a tri-wing or a hex screw. This is just the engineer coming out of me. Yeah, generally speaking, those are the ones you'll see if they don't want you to do it, because they'll use the most unconventional screws possible. Not saying you can't do it, just that it takes a little bit more work. But obviously the Steam Deck isn't using that. And they've already, Gabe Newell has already admitted that the M.2 slot is available in the base model. So not only can you fix it, but you can upgrade it. Because I believe Gabe Newell also came out in support of Right to Repair, which is the Lewis Rossman stuff.
Which is Kino, by the way.
Pardon?
It's Kino. It's really good. It's good that that Gabe in himself knows this.
Yeah, I'm fairly sure he donated to Lewis Rossman's campaign or something, which actually is now law. By the way, Right to Repair is law now. So fuck you, Apple.
Big ups. Yeah, fuck Apple. They were really weird about that early on.
Yeah, but yeah, you should be able to fix it, because it just, as they said in the video, if you can do it with a PC, you can do it with the Steam Deck. Not saying that you'll still have your warranty after, because your warranty will probably be taken away from you. But in terms of fixing it, yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing as this thing has to be a PC at heart, you can even dock it to use it as a desktop, there has to be an ability to customize your gaming experience. You can sacrifice the frames per second for graphics and vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
There is. It's called being a PC.
Listen, he knows that it's a PC, but he doesn't know that it's a PC. If that makes any sense.
On the Switch, you're kinda boned. Whatever the developers made the game optimized for is what you're gonna get. And that's just not fun.
Then why are we shitting on the Steam Deck, then?
I don't want to play Kirby at 30 frames, damn it. Might as well just discontinue one of the 10 commandments while we're at it, because all that's good in the world is just gone now.
I know, that's what I was thinking the whole time. I'm screaming internally.
Emulate it. Just emulate it then. I don't want to play at 30 FPS. Okay, the Steam Deck has Yuzu or CEMU.
Yep.
Emulate it. And I actually found, I'm not going to say who helped me out, because obviously distribution and everything is illegal, so I'm not going to say. But a certain person that me and NECRO know helped me out setting up Yuzu, and it took like 15 minutes, right? It took a while because I didn't really know what I was doing with emulation because I haven't emulated in years. But as soon as it was done, I was playing Hyrule Warriors at 60 FPS.
Which you kind of just need in that game.
Yeah.
God,
it still has issues, but like they're like graphical issues, but like there is now a 60 FPS mod that I found. But yeah, it's like if you don't want to play at 30 FPS, you don't have to.
Yep.
I mean, when you really think about it, the Steam Deck is looking to be a great buy. Just hope that when you look at the prices, it doesn't hurt your already rashed up eyes. Ah, God damn it! How?
But it's only 50.
Are we actually gonna do?
Here we go. The price part. Yeah. We're at the price segment of the video.
Okay. Bear in mind, Gabe Newell himself has already said they're losing money on this. On every single one, by the way.
Yeah.
Right. They're losing money on every single one. So, if they're losing money, how is it too expensive?
Listen, he thinks it's expensive because Nintendo sells theirs for cheaper. Probably. You know what? Let me find out. Let me see how hard he wants to debunk me today.
I'm wearing sunglasses! Can you look up how much a Nintendo Switch is in America? Because I can't look at it.
I think it's $2.99 if I'm not mistaken.
Let's have a look at Target. Like, let's just look at Target as an example, right? Target, Nintendo Switch. There you go. Nintendo Switch console.
$2.99.
A brand new Nintendo Switch is $299.99. So for $100 more, you get way more.
Yep.
I'm really struggling to see what the problem is.
Oh.
No! What in the name of impossible to get Big Time Rush Revival concert tickets is this?
By the way, what is this fascination with Big Time Rush? I mean, there's like one song that I like by them, but that's about it. But also, why does he think that the price is weird?
So for the base model, you'll be paying $400. What does that get you? It gets you a console with much lower specs than the two other models.
No, it doesn't. It has the same spec. Like lower storage, but it has a micro SD card slot, so you can just add more. So no, and in fact, it has more storage than the base Switch. You fucking idiot!
Listen, he's really stretching for this. I want to see how far he's gonna go.
I'm sorry. Plus, and people say, but maybe the OS will take up too much. It's Arch Linux. It takes 2.7 gigabytes of your storage, meaning that you'll still have 61.5 gigs of storage to play whatever you want. And if you're getting the 64 gig model, you're probably just emulating and playing indie games, right? If you're playing anything serious, you're probably getting the 256 or the 512. If you don't want to do that, you can add an SD card and get all your new games. There's already a video by Random Gaming in HD that has shown that playing on an SD card.
Do you know him in real life? Is that a racist question? If you know Random Gaming in HD, because he is like one of my favorite channels.
Yeah, he is great. He has a video from 2 years ago playing games on a bog standard SD card, not even a good SD card, and it was basically as good as a hard drive. So if you're okay with a hard drive in your gaming PC, which most people are, you'll be fine.
It'd be great. But these are specs, by the way.
I know why this is here. It's to say that this thing goes on sale for $400, when in reality, if you want hardware that's not outdated, you're going to be paying $130 more just to have an SSD.
There's an M.2 slot in the space model. You can just add one.
Oh,
this has been your.
I'm dying.
This is.
This is
okay.
Beautiful.
Granted, it is a 2230 SSD, which is very uncommon, but Western Digital have started selling their old 2230 SSDs now. I went back on Amazon, on the UK Amazon, and suddenly they've put a placeholder for their 2230s again when they were originally discontinued. So it looks like Western Digital and a bunch of other SSD manufacturers are starting to sell 2230s again. So even though they're a bit more expensive, you can upgrade it if you want. So,
In case you're unaware, SSDs are way faster than the standard hard drive and are preferred because they offer quicker load times. It's been a standard in the PC building market for a while, and heck, it's been put in the modern consoles. But fuck you, pay $530 just to have the privilege of one.
or just buy your own and put it in.
I feel like the prices are just not justified on any of the larger memory models.
Why?
Or what?
Who would pay $650 for this thing?
Me? I would.
I paid $530 for mine.
like I got that one and I was like, you know what? I don't know. I don't care about what's happening before that, but if I've learned anything from owning an iPad that I got for like cheap on Black Friday, is that you need space. And I said, I'm getting space, the biggest and best. I don't care how it works. I just need it. I
usually have like the 9-tailed yokai. The problem is that is a 2280 SSD. These are using 2230s, which are a lot smaller and a lot more expensive. They're usually about double the price.
Holy shit.
Yeah. 2230s are classed as the most expensive SSDs in terms of like M.2s because they just have so little PCB space that you have to use really high storage NAND flash. So they are generally more expensive, a lot more expensive. But that doesn't change the fact that you can still use an SD card. Like, yeah. It just...
Yeah, this guy's all over the place with nonsense that of course he didn't research because this
thing supports up to 2 terabyte SD cards. I wouldn't suggest buying a 2 terabyte SD card because you're gonna waste a lot of space, but you can.
Mm-hmm.
I know PCs aren't cheap, but it's experimental hardware that costs more than a PS5 at retail.
That's if you can get one at retail.
Yeah, you know. Oh man, we have the fastest selling console. Who actually has them? Scalpers.
Resellers, though, it's totally acceptable. It's a Switch competitor, yet it's $100 more at its lowest price.
And it's still 5 times more powerful.
That's like boasting that you got good grades in school.
I'm just gonna quickly check something. Versus 1050. I want to see how much more powerful the 1050 Ti is to the GT 1030. Okay, according to this, the 1050 Ti is 113% faster than the GT 1030.
Yeah.
113%. So, by that logic, if we were to price this out properly, the price should be... If I write this correctly, $659, which is what it is.
That sounds tough.
Oh, and it's got more storage.
He's not really making a good enough proposition here with his weird
So it's 2 times more powerful and is 1.5 times the cost. So I'm not seeing it, dude. I'm just not seeing it.
Cool, only for those grades to be C pluses and maybe 1B. There's so much hype going on around this thing, and yet I don't think it's gonna sell well at all.
Trust me, you're not the first person, and I'm sure you're not the last.
I mean, let's be honest. People who own a Switch already have something to play these games on the go.
Can they play all of these big AAA games on the go?
Oh, they can't. You can't play Control on the go because it requires an internet connection. Anything that is super demanding needs cloud gaming on the Switch. And the games that don't run on cloud gaming look like utter shit by your own admission. You even admitted that The Witcher 3 at like, was it 540p, I think it is?
Mm-hmm.
Runs and looks like shit.
Yeah, smashed up bag of chips that's been left out for 3 weeks, I remember.
Yeah. So by your own admission, yes, while they do have it, no, you already admitted that it's shit. So why? One, if you already have a Switch, maybe you don't buy this. Maybe if you already have a Switch, maybe you don't buy this, right?
Right.
2, or you sell the Switch and then use that money to pay for a Steam Deck, right? Because if a new Switch is like $299, you can probably sell it for like $200,
mm-hmm.
right? So sell it for $200, and then get a Steam Deck for $200 more. So, it's not that bad. If
They're
you
not
don't
going to
have a Switch, then you can just buy this and emulate.
Yeah, it's an emulation beast.
Plug around another device with them. People who already game on a PC aren't gonna buy this thing because they already own a PC.
It's up. Okay, well then why even buy a Switch if you have a fucking Xbox or a PlayStation? You already have a console. Why would you want to carry a console?
Don't mind me. I'm going to pick up my industrial-sized PC and take it to work with me. Don't mind me.
My man
Lift with the knees.
Well, he has a phone, probably not a landline, but his parents have a phone, so don't buy a cell phone then? Question mark. I don't get it.
Shocker, I know! They wouldn't even want to switch to this thing anyway because of the early set of arthritis they'll get after playing with these controllers.
By the way, like we've already stated, before this video came out, like there was the Linus Tech Tips one that came out after this, and he was like, no, this is really ergonomic, like there's no reason for hand
even
cramps.
in the IGN video they said it was really like, even when they said in the IGN video they were like, yeah, it looks weird, but when you actually have it in your hands, it's like weirdly works. It's like, it doesn't look like it should work, but you can definitely tell they've had like ergonomic teams working on it and go, yeah, this is perfect. And like even Linus, who has small hands by his own admission, was like, yeah, I'm not stretching or anything, this is actually really comfortable.
Whoops.
The casual market won't touch this thing because they don't even know what a Steam is.
Again. the largest online distributor of PC game software.
No. The largest online distributor of games. It's bigger than Sony, right? It is the biggest distributor of games. Not one of the biggest, it is the biggest. We're not debating this.
I know you can do more than just Steam. You can install Windows 10 and get your beloved programs like Blender, Discord, and Internet Explorer, but unless you know what you're doing, it's not a system seller because nobody wants to jump through hoops just to do that kind of thing.
Didn't they say it was like really easy to do it? I could be wrong.
Can you go back a second? I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, hang on. Here you go.
Someone decided to message me on Discord literally as it came up, so all I got was the Discord notification.
They don't even know what a Steam is. I know you can do more than just Steam. You can install Windows 10 and get your beloved programs like Blender, Discord, and Internet Explorer, but unless you know what you're doing, it's not a system seller because nobody wants to jump through hoops just to do that kind of thing. It could be a cool...
Okay.
Yeah, didn't they say it was like really easy?
Yeah, no, it's running Arch Linux. So Arch Linux is just Linux, and all you need to do in Arch Linux to install Discord is go to Discord, download it, click run. There's your Discord.
No, but you have to jump through hoops, bro.
It's like there is a video on YouTube of speed running install Arch Linux, and it literally took 2 minutes to install Arch Linux, and that included downloading Discord. 2 minutes.
This guy's my favorite.
Little emulation machine and help content creators capture game footage on the go, but like $400 worth of that? Yeah, no thanks. I'd rather gamble it all on black at the casino that I'm not old enough to enter and lose it all. And yet somehow I would still feel like I got my money's worth.
Wait, wow. How old is this guy?
Apparently he's not old enough to enter a casino, which means he's probably under the age of 21. So he's just he's a zoomer. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
I'm a zoomer, and I know what I'm talking about.
Well, listen, he's sheltered. And also, I don't think he's going to go anywhere and spend that much money, because then he'd be like, well, at least the graphics were cool, as he loses all of his family's savings trying to, win it big. By the way, I do need to go to Vegas. I'm not too far from Vegas, but I kind of want to go there and just gamble again.
The last time I was in Vegas, I was a child, and I broke both my ankles at the massive fountain. You know that massive fountain they show in like every TV show that's ever in Vegas?
Mm-hmm.
My parents thought it was a good idea to let me walk along the side of it, as in like obviously in a fountain, you've got like the edge that's like raised up to hold the water in. I was walking along that and I fell in, and then I walked for another like half an hour with both my ankles broken. And I was moaning to my mother, saying like, "Mom, I'm in pain, I'm in pain." And she was like, Yeah, she didn't blame me because I constantly complained before about not wanting to walk. And then we got back to the hotel, and she could see my ankles, and she was like, "Shit!" And then I was in a wheelchair for the rest of the time I was in Vegas. So that was the only time I've ever been in Vegas. I was in a wheelchair for like 6 days.
Oh, so you had a premium experience that you'll never forget because
Like,
your ankles
would
were
you like
broken.
would you like to go on this this roller coaster? No. Can you go on this roller coaster? No. Can you go to this this event? Oh, there's no wheelchair access. It's just like for like a week, and I was like,
Feels bad.
yeah,
man.
yeah.
I feel like the Steam Deck is just too late to the game. If
How?
this thing came out within a year of the Switch, then maybe it would be more interesting to look at, but in today's age, I see it as nothing more than a gimmick.
No,
A gimmick.
perfectly. No, it is perfectly timed, because this is when people have been asking for a Switch Pro. People weren't asking for a Switch Pro before. It would have done terribly at the beginning, right? Because people will just go for Nintendo. Right now, with Nintendo not giving a Switch Pro that people have been asking for constantly online, right? It is perfectly timed to basically fill that gap that people have wanted. And that's more evident from the fact that it sold out on day one.
Yeah.
Right? There is a... Have you ever watched the Keith Crew? Or Mighty Keith, as he goes by?
I have not.
Okay, so he's a YouTube comedian, but he made a skit of like when the Steam Deck came out. It's hilarious. If we can please watch it after this, it'd be great. So there's a skit. He's like comes up to the Nintendo CEO. He's like, "Oh yeah, the Steam Deck is a thing," and then the CEO is like, "Oh, no, it won't do any well. Won't do well." And then he goes, "Oh, it's sold out." He's like, "Oh, it apparently came out at 1 o'clock." And then the CEO goes, "It's only 1:04." It's like, "Oh, it's sold out in 4 minutes." It's like, oh yeah, and everyone thought it was gonna sell like shit.
Yeah.
It didn't. It's already been It's already backlogged to like 2023, I think. It's.
No, guys, they're gonna not sell that well, says the Nintoddlers.
A trend follower, something to compete with the Switch, but not really fully understanding why the Switch works to begin with. You know what? Hey, I think my eyesight's actually coming back.
I know why the Switch works. I know why the Switch works. It's because it has Nintendo on it.
Whoa. Revolutionary.
You see that? You see this word? I'm looking at my Switch. I've just realized I haven't got my camera on. You see that word that's on the back of it? The word that says Nintendo.
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo. Yeah. That's why it sells. It has brand recognition. It's the same reason why MacBooks, even though they are way worse than a normal desktop computer or desktop or laptop, sell. It's because Apple's name's on it. That's why it's sold. That's why it quote unquote works. Why do Blizzard games get sold? Well, maybe not Blizzard. Bethesda. Ubisoft. Shit, that's another one. Right, I've got to find a company that isn't shit right now.
Oh yeah, there's wow. We were gonna be digging all day. You can say Sega. They got good games. They got Yakuza.
Yeah, Sega, Yakuza. Good, finally. Right. I forgot what I was gonna say now.
We get to all the good things.
A decent company that my brain just went.
We get to the good stuff. It's like, wow, I don't know where I was gonna go with this.
I swear to God, all my brain resources, all one brain cell went to like, okay, what's a good company now? Shit. And I completely forgot what I was gonna say. Let's just move on. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, finally. And it's a close one too. The doctor says if it would have been any worse, then I would have gone legally blind. I even have the papers to prove it. I mean, just look. Ah! No! No, not again!
Are you guys laughing yet?
Dude, it's like Scott the Woz, except not funny. Like
that was an interesting video.
Yeah,
that was pain. That was pain, Pecco.
Apparently we've only been streaming for 48 minutes.
An hour and 21.
Oh, I've just refreshed. I just refreshed 80 minutes. Ah, I see that YouTube's working properly.
You know, when it works, it works. When it doesn't, who knows? Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, that was the bulk of this guy. I feel like I want to make a video about
what's
this.
What's he say in his Here
we go.
His thing.
All right.
His
so
comment section. Let's read what this lovely man has said.
all right, here we go. Let me like zoom in here. I don't know if it's gonna like actually be on screen.
Zoom in like the zoomer he is.
Well, I can read it. It's right here. It says, so, a lot of people have discussed their opinions on the Steam Deck and certain things I said in this video, and I feel like there are things I could have addressed better, not addressed. First off, I agree that I should have done more research than I did, and in not doing that, I talked about things wrongfully and could be spreading false information about the Steam Deck. In the future, I will do better. I will do more research, and I will make sure I get things right before it's posted on this channel. I never thought of myself as someone who would be taken seriously when it came to these topics, but that doesn't excuse lazy behavior.
Oh my god. So, in a sense, he's saying, don't take me seriously, but then in also saying, you should take me seriously because I should do research. What? And I'm sorry, if you've done something wrong, take the video down.
Yeah.
If you literally say in the description, I am spreading false information, take the video down. No, the only reason you're doing it is you're leaving it up because you know that the bad publicity it's going to get is going to cause more people to come to your channel.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's why we're here. Too long didn't research.
It worked, but still.
Oh, don't worry. He's not even to the worst part of this yet. I'm gonna send this to Griffin afterwards, and I know he's gonna like enjoy this.
Oh, he'll rip this one a new one.
Yes. He says, second off, the Valve Index. I have the controllers and own them for over a year now, and they are fantastic. I completely forgot to mention it when talking about the controller part of this video. However, it doesn't change much when talking about the Steam Deck, as the controller layout just doesn't seem all too comfortable, and I don't see the touchpads being all too useful on a device like this. But I'm sure there is a good reason why it's there. It's just my opinion.
But it's not an opinion. Well, it is an opinion, but like, if you already have the controllers and you know that the touchpads are very good, and they are, if you ever used like the Index controllers, the touchpads on them are incredibly accurate.
Mm-hmm.
If you know that, then you're just wrong.
Man, there's so much here. Third off, I don't think if you placed a pre-order on the Steam Deck that you're wrong for doing so. If you like the product and have interest in it, then that's great. This video is more just me venting out my opinions on it. The way I present them is a bit more over-exaggerated than they actually are, since I'm playing a character. He's playing a character, and that's something I feel like I need to address. I play a character here. I write a script and my intent is to be funny and voice my opinions on the things that interest me.
Alright, the only funny part of this video was that part of the description saying I tried to be funny. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but like, if this is your attempt at being funny, copying people like Scott the Woz is not how to be funny. Like, you're clearly trying to copy people more funny than you. The reason why Scott the Woz works, the reason why Ant Dude works, the reason why Peanut Butter Gamer works, as much as I don't normally watch those guys, the reason they work is because they are actually funny.
Yes.
Even though they use the same similar format that Scott the Woz arguably created, the difference is that they usually are funny, and none of your video was at all funny. And I'm not funny. The reason I'm here is because I am a trained computer engineer. I have experience in these things, and I used to work in the gaming industry, more specifically in the VR industry, but like still part of the gaming industry. And I know what to do with these things. I know how they're designed. I know how they work. That's the reason people come to me. That's the reason why I end up coming on podcasts and things like that. That's the reason I'm here. I'm not funny. I'm the tech guy. The person you're here to be funny is NECRO.
No, I'm not funny either. Don't worry. They're not coming here for comedy. I promise.
No, they're here for what's your character's name again?
They're here for Claire. They are here for Claire. To be fair, they are here for her instead.
Hey, again, VTubers. If we've learned anything from them.
He said, I understand it's not for everyone, and that I may come off as a Nintendo fanboy a lot of the time. Maybe because you are. As I mentioned in the video, I play across many consoles, including a PC. I've been upgrading since I was 16. I do play on PC a lot of the time.
One sec, okay. I may come off as a Nintendo fanboy. Can we just scroll up for a second and show the room he was showing off? I may come off as a Nintendo fanboy. You've got the Switch in the background in the picture, Majora's Mask, the Amiibo, the fucking TV, retro TV. Like, you're not coming off as like a Nintendo fan. You just are.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me of Bubby Toad. He got mad. He's like, I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I mean, I've talked about other things on my channel. You remember, because you're the one who sent me the stats. He was like, almost all of his videos were Nintendo-centric.
Was 68%.
Wow, we did it. So he says at the end, I want to end by saying that I do not care if you want a Steam Deck. If you do, then I'm happy for you truly. As I'll state again, I make videos to voice my opinions on things that interest me, and I try to make it fun and have fun while doing it. And if it's not for you, then that's fine. I understand completely and hope that you find something that is for you on a platform with so many creators, large and small. Tom. Big ups, Tom.
Can I say, Rui? Saying you came for Claire is probably not the best way to say that.
Don't worry, there's people I know what they do behind closed doors. They don't have to lie to me. They don't have to butter me up. I already know.
Wording. But yeah.
Big ups, Tom, for making this video. I'm gonna send this to Griffin. Thanks a lot for the content, bro.
Yeah, funny enough, I just when you said please just find a video, I was like, okay, find video that no one else has done yet. And then I found this one. I was like,
you know what? I got an idea with this. So I've been working with I've been working with Griffin to like find like a good collab video, because we did one a while ago for for Diablo Immortal, and I'll just say that the guy took down the video, so our video's still up, but he took down his video in defense of Diablo Immortal. What was his name? Bob Samurai? Yeah, great guy. But I'm gonna send this one, and I might see if Griffin wants to collab on this one. I think this could be fun.
This is a like the fact that he like makes his comments and then contradicts his own comments 2 minutes later in the same video.
Champion.
Just makes no sense to me.
He's a hero, damn it.
Matt, it's a character, guys. It's a character, which is why he put out an apology.
Of course, he's very serious, 100% of the time.
Let's have a look at his other content. I want to see what else is on his channel. Like,
of course.
Okay,
yeah, that's kind of what I was
see how. Let's have a look how many Nintendo. Okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, let's just count the Nintendo content, guys. In fact, let's say he's not a Nintendo fanboy. Okay. Hey kids, you want to count with us? Right.
They can't see all of it, but they can see like from like
these. So.
Over.
Games that take up too much space, that's all Nintendo content. Kirby Air Ride, Nintendo. Nintendo Land, Mario Hoops. The illegal copy of Mario 64, Wii Sports. The wasted potential of the Joy-Con, 3DS ports. Cyberpunk 2021. Nintendo.
There's a lot of
Nintendo.
I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I just really talk about Nintendo all the time.
I'm not a Nintendo fanboy, yet 90% of my content is Nintendo.
What is going on in this video?
Look at that.
What is
this? Look at his
emo.
What is that look?
Holy shit. This man's gone through more phases in 3 years.
You know what? Have you ever seen Dan and Phil?
I think I might have.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Holy shit, man. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. I just talk about Nintendo.
Okay, he has literally copied the hairstyle. Like, talking about copying YouTubers, he has literally copied the hairstyle of one of Dan and Phil. Look at this.
Holy shit, he did. There you go. There you go, stream, probably.
Literally is just talking about copying YouTubers. These guys were like around original YouTube. I never watched them myself, but I recognize the hairstyle.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, jeez.
So all he's done is copy. He's gone from copying like other like Dan and Phil to then copying Scott the Woz.
What a fucking
Oh no!
hero.
Please tell me, please, for the love of God, put in the title Scott the Wannabe.
Please, I don't want to do that. You want me to search Scott the Wannabe?
I want it to be cringe. I want it to be as cringe as possible, because I want it to be as cringe as this guy.
Oh, you want me to put it in the title of this stream?
Yeah. Scott the Wannabe.
Yeah, send that to me.
Yeah.
By the way, I have something to show you, chat. Raw DSP. So, if you guys were watching last night, which you weren't, don't worry. I went to Dave's stream, and he was playing Halo, the Master Chief Collection. And you're probably wondering, well, what in the world are you talking about? Why is this important? So check this out. This is like the last thing of the stream, if you guys were wondering. I went to go play against Phil. This is about what happened. Because, let me remind you that the guy, hang on here, the guy was just now playing it for the first time in years. I'll put out a video about it later. His instinct is to always throw grenades whenever he's threatened by anything. This is what happens.
Oh shit! Oh no, that's bad! Ah!
Oh yeah, I had a rough time trying to get to him, so I like died by like a few other people.
Down.
Wow. See, the problem with trying to jump into a game like this so late is that you know all these people have been playing this game fucking nonstop. They're all Halo heads.
I just realized
So
it.
they know.
Don't put Scott the Wannabe. Scott the Wasn't.
True, he's not quite there.
All the spawning parts. They know everywhere to go. They know everything to do. I don't know shit. I'm just trying to get into it. It's like destroyed. Oh, gee, thanks.
And by the way, the only reason I hopped into this, I was thinking to myself, it would be fun to kind of troll Phil, because I'm not gonna buy Street Fighter to play him, even though I can read his entire gameplay strat on that. I was like, on Halo, I'm better than the worst player at Halo, so this was very evident.
My problem is he doesn't play Tekken, and I would love to play him at Tekken.
Oh boy,
because I suck at Street Fighter, but I'm really good at Tekken.
He played Virtua Fighter, and he was playing like some really like weird people that weren't very good at it.
Yeah,
but
my loadout.
He tried. Oh yeah, there's me, by the way.
Wow.
I didn't kill him that time because my teammate that was right next to me like rolled up on him.
Not going so well.
He zoomed in and didn't shoot. Yeah, what you'll find out is that
he has boomer reflexes.
Yeah. Phil says he has got great reflexes, yet has the his reflexes are like dial up. He'll eventually get there, but he'll be dead before you find out.
Oh yeah.
Why is there cheering of kids? You hear the cheering, right?
Is there any game DSP is good at? The begging game.
Yeah, he's god tier at begging. You know what? I was in a Discord call yesterday, and this guy was like, "Where's the NECRO content?" And I was like, "Bro, I literally did a stream like 2 days ago or yesterday or something like that." And he's like, "Oh my god, he does a stream like once a week." I was like, "Listen, I got a video that I'm working on." He's like, "Oh my god, a video once a month." I was like, "Listen, you're gonna start paying me money if you want to see content, okay?" Just kidding. I said, if Phil can beg for $300 a day, then you can do $5. I said, I'm gonna pull up Bad Bunny. $5 a month. You have hours to spend on Twitch, but $5.
Claire OnlyFans when?
Soon, whenever OnlyFans decides that I'm a real person.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, this is where I kill him at. Because he hid underneath this to kind of like not be as seen.
So be a bitch.
Yeah, and I sought his ass out right here.
Oh my god.
Nice.
Alright, give me like
not a headshot, nice.
Give me hologram. Let's try that.
Jeez, that was
yeah, Rui, don't worry. I never get updated on NECRO stuff either. it's been really crappy YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Just how it is.
Oh yeah,
Remember,
there's
guys, little bell icon.
Yeah, the little bell thing sometimes works when it does.
Yep.
Oh yeah, so here's the part where I run up on his side and kill him.
Oh, why did I lose my zoom? It zoomed out for some reason. I don't even know why. I didn't want to. I got teabagged nicely. A nice teabagging. Very nice.
Nice teabagging.
Oh my god. So the only other part that I killed him at, because it was really hard to find him because he kept like dying a lot.
Wait, has anyone mentioned that you're in the game in the chat? I'm trying to see if anyone mentions NECRO.
They only noticed after the fact, I think.
All right.
Vehicle.
They only noticed after I was like murdering him. I think it was like right after this game. This is the end of the game.
Oh no!
All right.
And I see him and I'm shooting him, but then I noticed that he like ran away because that's what he does. Now I didn't know where he was because it's not like up to the second when you like stream snipe him. So I just toss a nade up here.
No, no! Oh my god, the perfect grenade toss.
Game over.
Yo, that was perfect.
Nice.
That's how my game would feel when
A completely blind nade shot.
literally right in. God bless. But I got like a couple of messages from a lot of the more known detractors, and they were like, "Was that you in the game?" Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was fun. I recorded it from my POV. The video I have queued up is I'm gonna like put it like almost side by side with it. We'll see how that turns out.
Nice.
I don't know if I'll put it on the main channel though. It might be a Necro Minis type of video.
I didn't know you had a NECRO minis.
Yep, I use it every so often, but sometimes not really. But that's all the stream. I think we had a good thing.
Well, yeah, I understand that I've been a bit of a dick and kind of had to get you in earlier because, sorry guys, I live in the UK and time zones are a thing. I'm actually gonna go and have dinner after this, so it's like, I think it's like midday for you now.
It is 12:41.
Yeah, so yeah, we were originally gonna do this like later in the day for NECRO because he had like stuff to do, and then I was like, oh shit, I'm opening my store tomorrow, so I can't do that.
Yeah, it was fine. I listen, all the stuff that I can do, I think I can delay it like a whole nother day. Because I've already kind of backlogged like one thing that's coming out today. If you guys are familiar with Niche Gamer, they have a new article. It should be out live. I don't know.
I've just seen in the chat on Phil's chat that you just said got him.
Yep. As soon as that match is over, because this is like delayed by a little bit, I go, got him.
What does he say after? Does anyone in the chat say anything?
Backing down that hallway to try to survive. Here, have this. And he tossed it absolutely perfectly down the hallway and completely murdered me.
anyone in the chat notices?
What the fuck? Alright, I'll be turning that mode off because I don't want to play all sniping. I want to play the real game, not just all fucking sniping.
Are you playing Dave, yeah?
One kill. Bottom of the barrel. Yep, that was it. That was the fun thing. But I'm gonna try to edit that. I don't know if I'm gonna get it done today. I still have actual things to do, but we'll see what happens.
You need an editor, man.
I feel it sometimes. It'd make the process so much easier.
Also make it more expensive.
True. But
get those Raid Shadow, those Raycon sponsorships and everything.
They're gonna have to send me a pair first. I'm not believing shit until I hear them.
Oh no, there's a video by a guy called Dank Pods, who is an audio engineer and a drummer, and he's like, he literally ripped Raycons to shreds, even though they sponsored the video of it.
That's based.
Like, he got so he bought the first pair, like the Gen 1s, said they were shit, and then Raycon were like, okay, we're gonna send you the Gen 2s. Yeah, so if you look up Raycon, and then there he is. I bought Raycon, so it is Dank Pods. He then gets sent he gets sent the Gen 2s, gets sponsored to do the Gen 2s, and then rips the Gen 2s a new one, saying they're basically worse than the originals.
Well, this sounds like a fun time for me to watch. I can't wait. I think we got something working soon. But I don't want to keep you too long though. But
oh no, that's okay. But yeah, he's got like special like audio equipment because he's an audio engineer. But like he's like, yeah, these they suck. Like they really suck. Oh yeah, there's the round 2 on the side.
Man, I can't wait. I'm gonna watch this later, but hang on.
He's a great Australian YouTuber. If you want good headphone reviews, this guy's amazing. I say that now. If you want good headphone reviews and that, Dang Pods is awesome. He just came out of the blue like a year ago, and just has been making quality content ever since. It was one of those where YouTube recommended just exploded for him, and I think it was this video at like 4 million views. I think it was this video that basically just kind of just blew up, and then he suddenly went into everyone's recommended.
I love Australians. They're my favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, if you look at the top right, there's the Raycon's round 2. That was the video he actually got sponsored by Raycon. So Raycon saw his video, because obviously it blew up. He then got sent the second gens, and then just said they were shit. Just for like a solid 15 minutes. It was just like, yeah, these are trash.
Based.
Don't buy them.
Don't buy them.
Like, I'm gonna get paid by this company to shit on them.
Oh man, these are all things. They're already in my history, so I can go back and watch them. Very nice.
Just what, like, people in stream chat, if you get a chance, watch Dank Pods. He usually does videos on iPods, but like if you just want an actual audio reviewer who knows what he's talking about, and it's been like, he's a drummer for many years, he still is, and like an audio engineer. Like if you want good headphone reviews and everything and audio reviews, watch this guy. He's amazing. He has 908k subs, so he's way bigger than any of us, but like still though, yeah, he's hilarious as well. He has a thing called the One Grit, which is just a brick, like a broken brick, and he's like, okay, so I'm just gonna I'm gonna test this on the One Grit, and he just smashes shit up. It's hilarious, honestly.
Yep, but you know, we'll watch it at some point. But thanks for coming to the stream, people.
Yeah.
And then thank you, Adam, for the thing. Don't worry about it. I could do all this other stuff like later. I think tomorrow I'm gonna watch the worst video anyone's ever heard of.
What's
Probably. That? Are you familiar with Super Eye Patch Wolf?
Oh god.
Buying a PC with Dell.
Yes, I watched this. Oh, this poor dude.
We're gonna cover the Anti-Tuber.
Honestly, he's actually a decent guy. And I followed the entire Twitter thread when it was happening, and the poor guy was just being shit on by Dell.
That's his problem.
Like
Dell.
Like, no, the thing is, he knows nothing about computers. That's the thing. Like, he actually admits he doesn't know anything about computers, and he should have done more research in the video at the end. And basically, it was his Discord members that helped him out building a new PC. But yeah, Dell fucked him over by like 1,000%. And I was reading the Twitter thread when it was happening, and like I wasn't able to get in on the Discord call because I wanted to, but I couldn't because I was at work at the time. And yeah, I wanted to be part of there. But his new PC, the one he actually gets at the end of the video, is actually sweet as shit. Like, I think it's like there it is. It's like it's actually sick. This new PC, it's like a 3070 or something like that. Yeah, it's like an OEM 3070 though, I think, and it's like actually amazing. It's like a 3950X or something, or it's a sick ass PC. There it is.
You gotta watch it at some point, because I really people have been sending this to me and Griffin.
Yeah, it's a great video, but it basically just explains why you should never buy a Dell PC.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But by his own admission, he said he doesn't know anything about computers. He was literally just going by brand name, and then found out that brand name did not work, and that he should have done more research. But yeah, I feel so bad for him. It was just really bad. And if you want to read the Twitter thread, I think he has it in the description.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, it's painful to read the Twitter thread. It's like, it's actually painful.
Oh yeah, this will be a full stream. I can't wait. I'm gonna do this sometime this week.
Oh, dude, I wish I could do it, but I'm working all the week, so.
Don't worry, it'll be up on the NECRO archiver thing that I have somewhere.
Nice.
I'm gonna link it somewhere. Somewhere it'll be there. But yeah, I don't want to keep you too long. I know we got a good number of minutes out of this.
Yeah, we got like an hour, 2 hours maybe, I think.
With our favorite new Scott the Was, because he's not.
Scott the wasn't.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna send this to Griffin. But you guys have a good day. Thanks for all the contributions.
And I can't wait for Griffin to rip this guy one.
I think I'll see if he's streaming tonight. I have him on Discord. I'll shoot it over.
I won't be able to watch it. I'll have to watch the totally legit live stream uploads that are going on YouTube.
Of course.
Yeah.
But all right, that's all I had, guys. Now I'm gonna go grab a drink. I have a big Pepsi that's from Japan for some reason. Got in Tokyo, so that's what I'll be doing. And then cleaning.
If you guys want to see me again, I'm on Twitter.
Oh yeah, we gotta do the Twitter shill thing.
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. It's AdamB. Yes, I have a very boring name on Twitter as well because it's a quote-unquote business account technically.
All right, you guys can see that. Okay, there we go.
Yeah. You know what's funny is it's not showing up on my Discord, but it's showing up on the streams. It's fine. Yeah, if you want to see my opinions on other shit, watch the Brewers podcast. That is on True Scottish Guys channel. Whenever it happens. Next episode will be sometime mid-September. It was supposed to be this month, but due to the fact that I am starting my new job, I can't do it this month. So we get on people and talk about stuff like the Steam Deck and other tech news and just random shit and just life, the universe, and everything in between. So
yeah, and there it is right there, chat, so you can see it in all of its glory, which I can actually zoom in and it won't ruin it.
Oh, wow.
I know.
Wow.
It's the way that I have the crop set up.
Yeah. I love how my thing is so business. My stuff is so business-like. It's like, what are you? I was at a university. I have a degree. It's like,
by the way, Idris Elba is going to be the voice of Knuckles in the new Sonic 2 movie.
I'm actually kind of down for that.
Well, now it's going to bring back all the people that are like, Knuckles is black coded. See, I told you.
I mean,
but every iteration before this, he was voiced by a white guy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But now we got the black one. It's fine. I like Idris Elba, by the way.
I know. Have you seen the new Suicide Squad movie?
I have not yet, but I've heard it's decent.
I've heard it's pretty good. And you know what? Idris Elba as Knuckles, I'm down for that. I'm happy for that. I actually think the Sonic movie wasn't too bad.
If Chris Chan saw this, rest in pease, Chris Chan. He's not dead. He's just going to jail for a long time.
No, he's in prison. Did you hear that the reason he didn't get bail, he didn't get bond, was because he kept shouting at the judge?
Yeah, I think I heard that.
Yeah. So he was gonna get bond, because usually what happens if you are done for incest, you get bond, right? Mm-hmm. I think you have to have a restraining order from like the other person, but like at most you get a bond. But then because Chris Chan was like spouting the convergence is happening shit in the courtroom, the judge literally said, I believe you're a danger to society.
We've done it. We've done it, Chris Chan Bros.
Like, wow. And then you find out the person who like convinced him to do it.
Yeah, I did.
Is like a fucking animal killer, and it's just like, what the fuck?
We've done it. We will live by Sonic, and we will die by Sonic. Apparently, all it took was the blue hedgehog.
The yellow hedgehog, I think you'll find.
God, the blue arms. Where are the blue arms, bros?
Oh
That's a thing.
Oh no, I know. It's just.
But there's nothing we can do. We're all done for.
The convergence continues. Take the clown pill.
Take the clown pill. Yeah, gotta keep going.
Oh god. But yeah, as far as we know, Chris Chan's sentencing is until mid-September, but the likelihood is, from what I've heard from other lawyers in America, is that he most likely will get 10 to 17 years.
Won't make it. He won't make it. He or she will not make it. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, NECRO, you're misgendering. He or she will not make it.
Yeah. Well, no, he's already admitted he's not actually trans.
Oh, boy. Whoops.
Yeah. Like, he literally admitted, like, to a bunch of people that, like, the only reason he called himself a she was so that he could continue the love quest. And after that, I was just like, okay, so you're not actually trans, so I'm not going to treat you as if you're not trans. So, cool.
There we go.
Fine.
We solved it. But,
even though you started shouting at the judge saying you should be she, but I don't know. But you've said like that you're not actually trans, so I'm not going to. That's my opinion on it.
Don't worry, if we're gonna get canceled, Twitter would have already canceled me anyways.
Exactly.
Maybe.
I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that someone who doesn't believe they're trans, you don't go. But look, I don't know what's politically correct in this system. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and someone's going to tell me.
Oh, don't worry, they'll slap it in my comments and be like, "Excuse me, NECRO."
Excuse you? Who's this bullshit guy? And look, if I'm wrong, I'll happily admit I'm wrong. But let's be honest, this guy had sex with his mother.
Mm-hmm.
Raped his mother. I think he loses that privilege.
Yeah, people will die on that hill for some reason that you need to do the right thing.
So yeah, I've said this, like, there you go, they need to be a mental institution. So yeah. Chris Chan's a weird one.
Yep, really is. Well, enough of that. We'll go ahead and let you be on your way. Thanks for stopping by the stream.
Yeah,
we'll probably do it again. I'm sure we'll find more something to do a thing with.
You know what's ironic is that in my recommended, the next video from you is I rage quit.
It's a fun one. It's a fun trip, and you know what's even funnier about it is, like, there's a video that came out a little while after, and this person goes, well, I'm gonna listen to you all the way through, unlike some other YouTubers, and they put me in there, and I'm like, the problem is that I listened to her for too long. She's fucking stupid. When you start saying lolly shit is the same as minstrel shows in the South, I don't have to listen to you. Sorry. How long is that video? Like 30 minutes? I don't even know. It's an hour,
1 hour, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 49 seconds.
That hour goes by real quick. But we'll do it one day. We'll give it another go. But yeah, but thanks for stopping by the stream. We'll link up. I'll tell you about the thing after the stream. And then thank you, chat, for hanging out. Thanks for all the contributions today. The guy is off today. He's not doing any streams, which means he'll be drunk tonight. And then tomorrow's when the fun begins. So if you know what that means, then you know. There's going to be a marathon begging stream this Saturday.
No, wait, is that to pay off the chair?
No, it's to pay off the chair, and you know, he's using rent as the excuse, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, he used taxes last time, and he ended up with an Xbox, and yeah, he does realize that if it's not explicitly told, like, a gift sometimes has gift tax, right?
Listen, his tax guy told him. Well, thanks for coming to the stream, bros. We'll do another one this week. I just don't know when. But you guys take care.